Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. And stay tuned on in to see what ticker symbol we have to share today. Because the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys, Cathie Wood has been aggressive with. And it's a SPAC merger that hasn't even been finalized, only has been announced. So she's basically placing a bet on getting on this one early, or she knows something that we don't. So definitely stay tuned on in for more information on that. So here we are with Ocugen Inc., OCGN stock, and it's been pretty turbulent with the downward movement, spiked back up to like $10 and some change, pulled back to $8, and now it's fighting back to get over the 50-day moving average, and it's in tug-of-war zone. So let's go ahead and look at our new resistance and support. I'm going to break this down as much as I can for you guys so you guys can be aware of what's important for tomorrow and moving forward. So the 50-day moving average here is 941. Anything above it is bullish. Anything below it is bearish. Now our support level down here is 874. If that gets broken through, you definitely want to watch this carefully, and that's the lowest point reached in the last recent days. So 874 is definitely a support level to keep in mind, and watch carefully if the bears break through it and pull away from it significantly, or if the bulls can reappear and bring it back up. Now as a midway point, I would use this, and this is just optional, you don't have to use it, but I would use it to dissect the chart real well and kind of get a feel of everything. 912 is a nice support here where this kind of leveled off before the run continued. 912 would give me some insight on how far into bearish territory we are, and if the bulls have a chance to break right back through it, or break through it before it even reaches it and get back up to the 50-day moving average in bullish territory as they are right now. So for this momentum to continue, they definitely want to stay above 912 and definitely stay above 941, which they're currently at 947. So very important. 912 could use as in a midway point from where we're at now and down here at the 874 mark. So our resistance level is super important because it's what's going to let us know if this can continue the momentum and reach newer highs and definitely recover out of this downward trend. And that would be up here at this point, and that's 955. I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. It was touched twice and the rejection has happened twice. So very important point for the bulls to break through. And the reason why I want to emphasize it is because 955 needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can break away from the 50-day moving average significantly in the upward trend. This momentum is nice, but to keep it, definitely needs to stay above the 50-day moving average and work its way up deeper into bullish territory. And how do they do that? Breaking through 955 and turning it into a support. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a ticker symbol, like I said, that Cathie Wood is being very aggressive. You won't want to miss it, and it's definitely one you want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. Welcome back everyone to another video here with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, that you found that helpful and informative, and that you learned something new. So here we are with the website to one of the companies that ARK Invest has been buying as the dip of the correction had recently started. All the way to this point, they've been loading up. We're going to look at their position, how much it's grown. I caught it on the first date that they started buying, and as it continued to go lower, they just kept on adding more. And as it's starting to kind of recover and rebalance itself, they just keep on adding more. And you know how ARK Invest believes in 3D printing. This is a 3D printing company that's going to go through a SPAC merger. So this is the website, Mark Forged. I definitely recommend you check it out to learn more about the company. But let's look at how ARK Invest has reacted. And we've been talking about this one since I started to see strength. So we went ahead and talked about this one over the weekend. And I stated over at the Patreon that A1 This is a SPAC merger that has been pulling down due to the market conditions in the last month, but picked up steam recently. The merger has not been finalized, and it should switch from A1 to MKFG sometime close to the beginning of the summer once the merger is finalized. So it's still in the process. It's not even guaranteed. But now, one of the things that this is very interesting about is ARK Invest has been loading up on this one while it has been falling within the last month. They have went from holding around 300,000 to 1.5 million shares in just a month. That's a bold approach, getting into this one early because the merger has not been finalized. While sitting at $12, it's looking interesting. The closer to 10, the more interesting it gets. I will post a link down below for you guys to see the company and so forth. And I even saw an article. But if you guys want to know live updates and weekly updates on when I'm looking at different ticker symbols, you can join over at the Patreon. You'll gain access to all the ones I've talked about previously and the ones I'm going to talk about in the near future as the weeks go by. So we've been talking about this one and watching this one, and I definitely talked about how, you know, on the RSI it's pulling upwards, the MACD, there's almost a cross here, crossing section that it can continue to pull up possibly, and there's some recovery, but we wanted to watch it to see if there was a pullback since the whole market was pulling back, you know, on Monday, slight recovery. Then yesterday it looked a little bit red and today it got green. So we'll see how things play out the rest of this week. But, you know, at $12, this is looking like a bold decision from ARK Invest to be buying on the way down and on the way up. Okay, very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and see here their chart, and then we're going to look at how ARK Invest has added up. I basically stated it there, but I want you guys to see it in their ETFs and their PDFs that I have. So here we have it, seeing it going downwards. So the first time that they registered a purchase was back on the 24th, okay? So on the 24th of February, that's where this was running up, okay? And then it started to pull down since the 25th, and it hit a bottom here of 1030, ran back up to 13.70 and some change, pulled back down, and it's sitting at 1238. So let's look at how ARK Invest has reacted since. So when I did that post on Patreon, they had 1.5 million. Let's see if they've actually gone up a little bit, and that's going to tell you how bold they are about this, because even when it's pulling back, if they're buying more, that's pretty big. So here's on the 24th, and you can see A1 right here, 208,917 shares. That was on the 24th of February in RQ. So let's go ahead and pull up the 16th, which was yesterday, right, of March, RQ, and we're going to look for A1. So A1's right here, and they have 1.6 million. 1,600,174 shares. They're being bold. When I posted it on Patreon, they had 1.5, and that was over the weekend. So A1 is definitely going to be maybe number 2 NNDM. That's the way I'm seeing it. That's how bold they're being about it. And I feel like they don't want to miss out on this, because they probably feel like they've missed out like on other ones that have grown tremendously, that are like DD, when it comes to the 3D printing space, like this one right here, I think it is, yeah, 3D systems. You know, this one ran up all the way up to a peak here of $50 and some change from the lows down here of $11, and it pulled back, and I haven't really seen them do much about this, but I feel like they're not worried about this one. They're like, you know what, that one already grew. I want to catch the ones that are down here with the potential to go up here and stay up there, right? That's really what they're looking for. So A1 is definitely looking like an opportunity, and this is definitely one you want to keep on your watch list and do more due diligence on. So definitely go to their website to see more about them. But man, 3D printing is looking like the future for real. If we haven't accepted it yet, you know, those are some of the plays that are going to be growth sectors in the future. And they're going to change the way things are done, you know, systematically like we know it. I mean, it's just incredible what a 3D printer can create while no one's around. It can just do it. So it's going to make things of manufacturing and everything a lot more, I guess, smoother, hopefully, without any supervision. And it's just going to allow things to be produced And then this has a little bit of a tie up with raw materials needed to print. So it's just wild how raw materials and 3D printing is going to be innovative and changing the game to everything that we know. And that's part of the market. I mean, the market is always ever changing. There's always new innovation. And while you don't want to accept certain things, it's probably the time to accept it, especially when you see institutional investors being bold. I definitely look into other institutional investors if they're buying into this one before the merger. That would be interesting as well. But I believe that, for, the track record of NNDM in ARK Invest portfolio and growing through all these offerings in the pullback and running back up, and how bold Cathie Wood is on 3D printing, and she's going into this one before the merger. I mean, that says a lot. I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below and how you feel about this one, but definitely one to add to your watch list. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.